Welcome back to Vida Gypsea. Last time you saw us, we were getting slammed by storms as we were leaving Costa Rica. This week, we're making our way to Panama and getting our first taste of the new landscape and brand new sailing grounds.
You want to say good morning? Say good morning. New day, new horizon, new waters. We are officially in Panama. We are in Panamanian waters. We crossed the border at some point last night. I don't know. And pretty darn proud of us, guys. We've come a long way. We're making a hop from Golfito all the way over to Panama City. And unfortunately, because of this, we are going to miss a lot of really beautiful anchorages. Kurt's hanging towels back there as if anything's gonna dry today. There's squalls everywhere. There's a shower behind me. There's a shower up ahead. There's a shower that way. We're just throwing pillows out every couple moments we can when there's some sun, and then we run and bring them back in again. We got a break right now in the weather, but we're about to get squalled again. This is all new. This is crazy. Rain all the time here.
Crossed the border last night, so we didn't take time to change the flag last night, but we see a boat in front of us that's very suspiciously looking like the Panamanian Navy. So we're going to go ahead and switch this flag out to the Panamanian courtesy flag, and hopefully we don't get stopped. If we do, we're not really doing anything wrong. We're just on our way to the city to clear in, but we haven't cleared in yet, so it could give us a little bit of a hassle, but I don't think they will.
Although we continued to rain throughout our passage, our spirits remained high. We were heading back to the country where this adventure started almost 2 years ago, and this time we were going to see her in a totally new way. The weather has changed very quickly. It stopped raining and the sun is out and blaring in my face now. And our plans have also changed a little quickly too, because we are also moving too quickly. We are making good time, which is usually a good thing, but you see there's this little point on our way to Panama City called Punta Mala, which is quite literally translated to the bad point. There's a lot of, it's like every other cape. There's like currents and bad winds and all sorts of nonsense that's over there. And Kurt had anticipated to get there a little bit later. He has a good weather window planned. And now that we're moving too fast, we're gonna get there right when the bad stuff is happening. So there is an island right here off the coast that we are going to drop the hook, maybe for a day, maybe for 2 days. I don't really know until we get closer to that weather window. This is the ever-flowing, ever-changing way of boat life. Not too bad of a spot, if I do say so myself. There is a beautiful little white sandy beach right behind me. Gotta go explore it. And the sun setting behind me as well. I mean, pretty nice, huh? Welcome to Panama, guys. Rigby, you lucked out today. You were not supposed to get a beach day today. You were supposed to be on the boat for the next 3 nights. And look, you get your own personal sandy beach, white sandy beach with a beautiful sunset behind you. Do your pooping. I swear. Look at that spoiled brat. She always gets to sit there. And I sit here with the commoners.
amazing. Look how blue. The sun is down and I'm capturing the blue, the hue. I can't even imagine what this looks like tomorrow when the sun is shining bright. And the wow. Wow. Rigby gets to play in the beaches a lot more than we do because she's always beach ready. I do not have a bathing suit on, and as much as I would love to jump into this beautiful crystal clear water, I don't really feel like getting wet right now. But all we gotta do with Rigby is go, okay, jump!
From sailing the deserts of Mexico to cruising the jungles of Costa Rica, this new scenery was something that left us awestruck. The tropical flora and striking cerulean blue waters surrounding us in this anchorage recharged our wanderlust.
I have not felt the urge to just jump into the ocean for such a long time, ever since we left Mexico, really. But this water here is just so beautiful. I jumped in already just to say that I did it. And this beach is calling me. But we have chores or beach, chores or beach. I'm really leaning towards the beach because I feel like if I don't go now, it's gonna start raining and then I'm not gonna be able to go. But I think even if it rains or if it's cloudy after shores, I'm going anyway because you guys gotta see this beach. It's so pretty. This island is really neat. There's just so many cool little pockets where you can put your dinghy in, and every little pocket has its own private VIP white sandy beach and jungle. The water is so clear. I cannot wait to jump into it. It's like a whole nother world. Well, it's a whole nother country, obviously. I did it. I made it to the beach. Thought it wasn't gonna happen. Our first beach in Panama.
We took full advantage of our impromptu pit stop to soak up all the rays, stretch our legs, and get some proper beach time. We even got some exercise before taking off on our second half of the trip. Once we had our fill, we lifted anchor and it was time to say goodbye and keep cracking away at the remaining nautical miles.
We are sailing again. This time we are on our way to Panama City. We are not stopping. I hope we don't stop. The only reason we would stop is if there was an issue or a problem. We are not stopping until we get to Panama City, which is where our agent is that is going to help us check into this country. The reason why we're going to Panama City to check in rather than checking in at like Boca Chica on the border is because I'm cheap. And Costa Rica was very expensive and we spent way too much money at the veterinarian getting Rigby checked out of the country, and I just did not want to spend more money on an agent in Boca Chica trying to get into Panama when I'd already spent money with our agent crossing the canal, and he included the cost of checking in the country with his fee. So because we're on a budget on this boat, because it is expensive when you're out here sailing, I decided to just save the dollar and go straight to Panama City. The other reason it benefits us to go straight to Panama City is we are trying to get through the canal on a certain time frame. We've got guests coming in that want to help us do the line handling going through the canal. It's a really cool experience going through the canal. They wanted to experience that. And so we are trying to make a certain date. And right now there's been a lot of traffic in the canal going through is what we understand. And so the holdup between your date that you get to Panama City, get inspected, and then get to go through the canal it's been pushed out quite a bit. So we want to be safe and get to the city quickly, get our inspection done so that we can get in the queue to get across the canal.
Okay, so now that we've taken some time to reflect and now that we've gone enough miles away from Costa Rica, I feel like we can talk about her behind her back without her hearing about it. So we've have some opinions of our thoughts of cruising Costa Rica. Unfortunately, a lot more negative than positive. Yeah?
Yeah, Costa Rica is a beautiful country. The wildlife is amazing. We loved seeing all the monkeys, hearing them in the morning, watching the macaws fly over the boat. That stuff's amazing.
The fauna, I mean, so much vegetation.
It was great getting into a new environment. Weather-wise, we started getting rain for the first time in a year and a half. We started seeing more wet jungle.
Yeah,
that was all great. However, it's just not a real cruiser-friendly country. The anchorages weren't the best. They were few and far between, and many of the anchorages were very rolly. And those that weren't rolly, still the water clarity wasn't all that great, so we couldn't do much snorkeling, no spearfishing, none of that stuff. We really were struggling to find some clear water. Some of the other things that were a drag was that it just didn't seem to be the safest country in the world. We kept getting told over and over again, this beach isn't safe to leave your dinghy. Make sure you lock everything up here.
Yeah,
keep your eyes open. You know,
that wasn't from other cruisers. That was from the locals. Like, we would bring our dinghy to the boat and the locals would be like, are you sure you want to leave your dinghy there? You might want to, is somebody going to stay and watch it? You know, things can get stolen. And we're like,
yeah, and we know you have to be vigilant anywhere in the world. You don't want to be stupid and leave your things unlocked and just go off in blind faith. However, we never got that same sense in Mexico that we got in Costa Rica. And so that was a downer. The biggest downer that we experienced was how expensive Costa Rica was.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Not only how expensive it is, but how they're always trying to get into your pockets to get that money.
Yeah.
Sometimes we felt like we were even being screwed, you know, and I think we were screwed at the laundromat.
We did get screwed. We went to the laundry to go do what we normally do, a couple bags of laundry. I was excited to not have to hand wash, and the lady tried to charge me $120. It was in a sketchy situation.
She didn't try, she did.
So she got my money, but you know, there was another place where we tried to leave the dinghy at a dock somewhere, and they tried to charge us $100 there too. That one, we said, no way, Jose, we're out of here.
Yeah, so they really like your money, and they want you to they want to part you from it. So that, you know, that came as a really it gave us a real sour taste in our mouth, because I am tight. And we are on a budget, and so we couldn't enjoy ourselves, and knowing that everywhere we went, we were going to be spending way too much money. So, like I said, overall, we had a decent experience in Costa Rica. We had friends visit. We saw beautiful things. We did catch a few fish, although not as many as I wanted.
We met some really cool cruisers.
We met some cool people. We had some good experiences. But I'm kind of glad to get Costa Rica in the rearview mirror, and we're on to hopefully greener pastures.
You guys see Kurt as just like a really laid back, never complaining, just going with the flow kind of guy, but he's a hard guy to please. We got a beautiful wind, a beautiful day. I don't see any rain anywhere near us, but he looks like he's a little bit down in the dumps. Why are you down in the dumps, man?
I'm not down in the dumps. It is a beautiful day, but I'm in a serious slump with this fishing. We haven't caught a fish in quite some time. Our freezer is completely out of fish. I haven't eaten fish in quite some time, and I've got both lines out. We're going a little bit slow, but not too slow. It's a decent fishing speed, and I can't even catch trash fish. We haven't caught anything. I don't get it. It's been it's been weeks since we really caught anything. So yeah, I'm getting a little frustrated with that. I guess all the fish live in Mexico. Nobody's down here. Well, we met some friends in Chiapas, Mexico that had just come up from Panama, and they were telling us all they caught was tuna, no mahi. So I was finding it hard to believe, but now I believe them because we just put 2 tunas in the cooler today.
Oh my gosh, look at your smile. You're so happy. Aww.
I'm missing the fish.
I'm happy for you.
This is a problem. She's always in the way. Always out of the way. All night, she sits up there with you, which is cute until you need space. She takes over the entire thing and sleeps there, and then you move to the other side and she follows you and sleeps there, and it's back and forth. And then when she's not doing that, in nighttime, when you're getting up to try to get some water, this is where she sits all night long. She's always in the way. You're always in the way. Ew, the water's yucky. There appears to be red tide. Last year, I think we were in Manzanillo, I think, in Mexico. And we experienced this just around right now, early springtime. And it was bad. We couldn't make water. Fish were dead everywhere. It was pretty gross. And now it's the same time, and wow, you can't see anything. It's just nasty. This is orange though, and mucky and gross.
I got a few strategies working here. I'm not sure what's going to be the best choice, but I've got to make a choice as the captain. And we've got a lot of shipping lanes here with lots of traffic. You know, all these cargo ships that go through the canal. And we've got this point called Punta Mala that we're trying to stay well clear of. Today is a really calm day, wind-wise, wave-wise. I really don't think that the point is going to be much of an issue. But however, I want to be respectful and give it its room. So what I've chosen to do is cross the shipping lanes and get a little further offshore, get out into the ocean so I can take a wide turn around that point. I'm going to go ahead and jump across this road, get out of the traffic, and then ease my way around that point. The only problem is, because of the currents that we've had today, it looks like we're going to be going around the point in the dark. So I don't think it's going to be a big issue, but if it is, it's on me.
You heard it first. If anything goes bad, it's on that guy. Well, it looks like we made it past some pretty momentous moments throughout this passage. We survived the crossing of the cargo ship road here that was mapped, and we are chugging through Punta Mala. As you can see behind me, the waves are calm for now, and if you can listen, the engine is on, so we don't really have a lot of wind, which isn't really like awesome, but it's also awesome that we don't have 40 knot gusts right in our faces either. So after tonight, we have one more day before we get to Panama City, and I'm starting to get pretty excited because I have never seen the city skyline of Panama City from the ocean. We lived in Panama for a long time, and we've been to Panama City way more times than I can count, but I've never seen it in this angle, and I'm like, we did it! So hopefully we get there soon. It's been a long day. I'm tired. Good night, guys.
Well, today was supposed to be the final morning on this journey. We are in the Gulf of Panama and we are heading to Panama City, but we're still about 80 nautical miles from the city. And the only way I'm going to make it there before getting into the dark and getting into the evening is to really push the engines. And I don't want to do that because we've been pushing the engines for the last 24 hours. So today I think we're going to kind of take it easy, make our way over to one of the Pearl Islands called Isla Pedro Gonzalez, I believe, and we're going to tuck into one of those bays, take like a half-day rest, and then we'll get up and make it into Panama City first thing in the morning.
Kurt was waiting for me to wake up because apparently there is a big piece of bamboo
in our dagger boards, stuck in our dagger boards or a log or something. Wow, it is long.
That's what she said.
Glad that didn't hit a rudder.
That's what's nice about having the dagger boards down at night. You can't see little things like that, and it wouldn't have hit the rudder. It would have hit our sail drive, messed up our propeller or our sail drive. That's always a danger. So the dagger board saved us in this case.
There is another problem that we have yet to figure out, and that is our engine here on our starboard side is giving us some problems. Apparently last night during Kurt's shift, he smelled smoke or saw smoke, or what did you see? You smelled it?
No, it's just white smoke. It's I'm sure it's the same issue. It's just trash in the water. It's sucking up trash, and so it's overheating.
I don't know if this is an exaggeration, but it feels like we've motored at least 30 plus hours of this voyage, and it's so freaking frustrating that I could see on the map where my destination is, and every time I keep recalculating the nautical miles versus the mile per hour, it's like we're not making a dent. It's driving me nuts. A good thing is that the red tide is gone. Everything looks nice and clean and pretty. There's a bunch of playful dolphins that have come by every once in a while and say hi. And I've also seen a couple of little stingray pods cruising by us. That's how slow we're going. The stingray pods are passing us up, but I can't wave a magic wand. I can't do anything. I just have to keep going.
All right, we did not go to the Perilous Islands like I thought we were going to. I had looked at the weather and I just felt like it was not going to be the best option today. Sometimes you just have to change your mind, change your plan on a dime, and that's what I did. I decided, okay, let's try to go and get as close to Panama City as we can. Maybe we can make it. We did not make it. The winds have just been absolutely horrible today. We've been motoring the entire day, but we are going to make it to Toboga Island, which is just about 8 miles shy of Panama City. It should be a nice anchorage, get us out of the wind and the waves, and then we can sleep tonight. We're gonna sleep all the way through the night. And then, like I said, we've only got like an hour and a half tomorrow morning to get to Panama City. So we'll get up early, make our way over there, and then be ready to check in tomorrow. I think our agent is waiting for us. Linda's been working on all that stuff. She's got the administrative side, so I think she's got it all set up for us to get checked in tomorrow. So that's what we're gonna go with right now. Cross these shipping lanes in style. I just got to trim this sail a bit. We finally got some winds today, and so we should be able to zip across these lanes, stay out of the way of the cargo ships.
Ooh, you're assuming the position. Looks like it's heavy. Is it heavy?
It's a good one.
Okay. Ooh, the suspense. Ooh, look at his face. Oh, look at the tension on that. There's gonna be suspenseful music playing in the background. Oh, it's green. It's not over till the fat lady sings. It's gotta go in the cooler.
He's a big one.
Oh, he's huge! Oh my god, he doesn't even fit in there! Rigby, girl. She's happy too. Looks like the real estate here is quite tight. Look at look at all those freaking boats. It looks like a forest. They're like, I don't even, where the hell are we gonna park our boat? Wow.
Well, we made it. We made it to Toboga Island, not
here.
Panama City.
We're here.
We got here dark, so we did the best we could. We grabbed a mooring ball instead of dropping an anchor. There were some mooring balls here. We're assuming they were available and free. If not, we will be gone tomorrow before anybody comes to collect. So, oh well.
Yeah, if we didn't have any information coming in here, we just wanted to drop the hook and just chill for a second. So hopefully everything will be fine. It was very uncomfortable though, because we saw just a bunch of random things. We saw a shipwreck. We saw a
metal floating object. We got a neighbor real close to us. It was our first time mooring, so we don't know. We don't know what we're doing. We're just hoping that when we wake up tomorrow, the boat will still be where we left it and we can just go on straight to Panama City and call it a bucket list check off. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If it's your first time here, make sure that you guys smash that subscribe button. If you guys have been here before, definitely hit the like button, and you know that we respond to every single comment that you leave down there, so whatever you want to say, go ahead and say it. And patrons, I'm not going to say thanks for putting the wind in our sails this time, because you didn't. But thank you for the contribution.
We didn't have much wind this time.
Maybe we need more patrons, so
yeah.
Check out our patron link in the description below. And we will see you guys next week.
See you next week.